Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon was a wuxia film directed by well-known director Ang Lee in 2000. The movie was a big hit worldwide and earned him 4 Oscars. When the film starts, Sholin encounters young Jen and fights her, trying to identify her and identify the reason she is the thief. In the fight scene, Shulin's skill surpasses Jen as Jen starts to breathe heavily. Many of Jen's offensive attacks on Shulin are easily blocked and her attempts to escape are prevented. Shulin's skill and wisdom is proved, and Jen is seen as an amateur in the audience's eyes at this point. Jade Fox is the antagonist in the movie, and her martial arts skills are nowhere as nimble or advanced as Li Mu Bai's or Jen's. It is made clear she is inferior by the camera's angle of her. The scenes of her fighting often show Li Mu Bai looking down on her and shows his effortless skill against her struggling skill. She is also Jen's mentor, but Jen easily surpasses her master. When Jen finally breaks free with Green Destiny, she goes to a restaurant and fights off any and every man that approaches her. Her skill has improved drastically as she displays her sword skills against any weapon thrown at her. The end of the fight scene leaves Jen standing on top of the restaurant, crumbling beneath her. This scene with Jen out on top shows the progress made in her sword fighting skills. The second encounter between Shulin and Jen was more aggressive. Shulin is upset at Jen's irrational behavior and demands Green Destiny back. They fight, and at first Shulin's skill surpasses Jen's, but only by a little. Jen blocks all of Shulin's attacks. As the scene progresses, the angle changes to a more downward angle towards Shulin as she uses all different weapons to fight Jen, but cannot defeat her in Green Destiny. At the end, Shulin is able to overcome Jen, but spares her. Jen's aggressive side is shown as she inflicts a small wound on Shulin. Later, Jen and Li Mu Bai duel in a forest where he chases her. The martial arts shown here is a softer type. There is not so much clinking of swords or aggressive attacks against one another. Instead, there is a quiet and skilled footwork on thin bamboo. The bamboo in this scene represents a peacefulness of nature, one where external factors do not cloud one's mind. Li Mu Bai touches Jen's head and shows his desire to see into Jen's mind in order to understand her as a person. He wants to teach her the real teachings of Wudang sword fighting. The bamboo scene also showed a lot of the Asian martial arts flying style, as Jen and Li Mu Bai fly through the trees. This can be done by editing special features. During the bamboo scene, the camera was also used an extreme long shot showing the panoramic view. At the end of the movie, Li Mu Bai takes a dart to the neck from Jade Fox. He was unable to use his gung fu skill efficiently because his mind was clouded with emotions. Li Mu Bai was trying to save Jen from poison, and while he was trying to save her, he made direct human-to-human contact with her body, something he's not used to doing. This is one of the few times Li Mu Bai allows himself to feel another person and open his heart and mind.